Welcome, everyone, to another Freshman Friday. I'm your host, Al Weston, and we're excited to have a new guest for you this week from the volleyball program. We'd like to welcome in Bella DeSalvo. Did I pronounce that right, Bella?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I probably should check that ahead of time. But either way, here we are. So Bella's coming at us from the lovely state of Ohio. I spent a good portion of my time there at Kent State. That's where I got both of my degrees from. What part of Ohio are you from?
I'm from Cincinnati.
Cincinnati area. Okay, so Cincinnati, I believe, famous for the Skyline chili. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, folks down here probably don't know what the Skyline chili is. All right, we got spaghetti under,
Mhm.
right, and then the chili's on top. And is it the chili like a bit more like cinnamon flavored too? Is there something like?
I think they put cinnamon in it actually.
Okay, and it's like a restaurant type thing. You can,
Mhm.
and then you order this and you have it on spaghetti. So Skyline chili. Your thoughts on the Skyline chili? Do you like it?
I love it. I
Okay.
mean, most people think it sounds a little bit weird, but you just have to try it.
Well, once you get back down here and with the team and everything, maybe you can make a little bit for them, try and expand everybody's horizons down here. Maybe we could have a Skyline Chili night for a volleyball match or something like that, and we'll just
For
make
sure.
the stuff, and all the fans in attendance can have that. Anyway, so Bella, tell me, you see Cincinnati. What are we talking about for a major here at Georgia College?
Right now I'm in psychology.
Okay. And I know early on, you're one semester in, so you probably don't have a whole heck of a lot figured out. But what was your plan with that major? What do you think you want to do?
Well, I really want to work I think like in a children's hospital when I'm older, and then be kind of like some counselor there. And I really want to work with like little kids who are sick and like kind of like explain things to them and like their families.
Oh, that's great. I mean, obviously that's valuable stuff. I mean, that's a traumatic time period for youth and underdeveloped folks like that can sometimes have trouble dealing with emotions and the ability to want to make a difference there. That's quite impressive. I mean, all I'm
Yeah.
getting paid to talk to you on a Zoom call. So I mean, that's all I've done with my career. But looks like you have bigger aspirations that way. So I assume looking at probably master's degree, maybe even further along.
Yeah.
So a lot of school coming down the road for you, I imagine. How did the first semester go? Comfortability of some classes probably in person and other classes online. How was all that for you?
For me, it went really well this semester. I really I liked having on or in-person classes, but I had a few online classes and they weren't too hard. Um, yeah, but I really liked it. The biggest thing like I had to get used to is just taking like exams and not like smaller tests along the way. So, because I'm not a very good test taker, but I figured it out like once a few weeks passed.
Gotcha. Okay. What was your favorite class from the first semester?
Probably my psychology class.
Like, okay, well, that makes sense. Have you affirmed the reasons why you want to head down that path? That's great. Okay, so let's switch gears a little bit. Talk a little bit of volleyball. When did you start playing the sport?
Probably like first grade.
Oh
I've
wow,
been
so
playing
very
for
early
like
on. Okay, you get a mix sometimes with the game of volleyball. Sometimes it's very much as a youth, and then other folks maybe pick it up later. So that's interesting right away. So you had volleyball available to you were you playing like little league travel teams that kind of thing?
I've played club since like second or third grade, I think.
Oh
And
my.
then before that, like I would just play for like the like school like rec team and
Very nice. Well, again, this is a growth sport for us, the most recent sport that we've added here at Georgia College. And since we've had it a couple of trips to the NCAA tournament already, so we're very proud of the things that Gretchen Krumdick has put together there with the volleyball program. Tell me a little bit about your recruitment process. I mean, obviously up there in Ohio, you're the first recruit from that far away for us. Tell me, how did that process go? But it is, Coach's old stomping grounds. That's where she's from.
stuff. Yeah. Well, so besides like the fact of her being from Cincinnati, she used to be the assistant coach, I think, at Davidson College. And I have a family member who has a house down there, like on the lake.
Oh,
So we would go down there for vacation, and I would bring some friends, and we would go when I was little to Davidson's volleyball camp, and Coach Crumdick just kept watching me and then kept keeping me in contact. And then when I would come back for Cincinnati, to Cincinnati, or when she would come see some of my club practices, and we just started talking from there.
That's awesome. Okay. So your first trip to campus and when did that take place? Were you already pretty heavy into the recruiting process?
No, that she called me down. I think like January of my junior year, and we talked on the phone, and she was like, "Why don't you just come down and visit campus on like spring break or something?" And so I went in like March of my junior year on a visit down to Georgia College. And I really liked it. And then I think I committed in like May of my junior year.
Very nice. So early commit and everything. You must have seen something that you like down here. That's
Yeah.
relationships. All right. So tell me about just sort of the game of volleyball in general. What position do you play?
I'm a DS.
Okay. Have you had the opportunity? How did the first semester go? Not a whole lot of team practices and things like that yet. Just individual workouts, or were you able to get together as a team some?
So when we first got to school, we weren't really allowed to do anything. Then we like gradually got into just like lifting on our own time. And then we could do like position work. So like all the DSs would go, the hitters would go one day, setters would go another day. And then eventually we were able to start doing like full team practices right before we went home for a break.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything to note about the game? What was the biggest impact? Was it the speed or the size, the strength? What it stuck out to you the most?
It was a lot faster than high school volleyball. The
Oh,
just the gameplay, the speed of the
sorry, say it again.
the speed of the gameplay was just a lot faster than high school volleyball.
And of course, the job that you have is seeing a lot of that speed and trying to slow things down a little bit. And
Yeah.
a little bit better passes for your offense. Of course, one of the players that we do have on the roster, Jordan Mulring, is the top defensive specialist pretty much in school history. She holds all of our records for single game and season and career digs and all that sort of stuff. I know just a little bit of team practice. Were you able to interact with her much and kind of pick up a little bit of the game from her son?
Yeah, Jordan's always been a really good mentor for me, even since like on my visit. She's always been there to help me, and through practices, she really helps me and like holds me accountable. And I'm really thankful for to have her as a teammate.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. All right. Well, it sounds like things are a good start for you here. We're super excited to have you back, coming up in a couple of weeks to start a spring semester and hopefully some matches. We got them on the schedule. Check gcbobcats.com to see that abbreviated volleyball schedule. They're only going to be playing for a Peach Belt championship this year as the NCAA championship options have been canceled due to coronavirus. But we do still have the chance to play for a PBC title, and you can catch Bella and the rest of the squad in action then. Thanks for being with us today, Bella. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so Bella, check her out. Again, look at gcbobcats.com to see when those matches are, and go Bobcats.